What you are seeing behind me is action-packed, hard-hitting wrestling match as we are here at Bronxlandia for Invictus Wrestling. It was time to settle the score once and for all at Invictus Pro Wrestling's first debut at Bronxlandia. Wrestlers prepared for a day of action and ready to crown their first grand champion.
We are lifelong wrestling fans. And any fan, they grew up with action figures. They grew up with wanting to, build their own stories. And in many ways, the talent that we bring in and the stories we do are kind of like our own action figures. We're telling the stories that we have fantasized about wanting to play out in real life. So in terms of, recruitment and everything, we have a vision for what we want Invictus to be, which is a promotion where we bring so many varieties of wrestling to one stage, diverse talent, a diverse roster of people who can connect with you on a variety of levels. And in terms of talent scouting, if we go to a show and someone connects with us, if we touch base and make contact with someone, and what they say to us and their vision of wrestling is in line with ours, we'll bring you in, we'll give you a shot.
8 competitors, all fighting for a shot to be the winner. We caught up with professional wrestler PJ Savage, who tells us what he hopes he can do for the community.
It needs to be here, man. There's a lot of wrestlers out here. Wrestling kept us off the street. There's a lot of us like youth. We grew up on wrestling. We grew up on Stone Cold, Triple H. We grew up on so many of those guys, and it kept us in homes. It kept us off the streets, and this is something, it's giving back to the community. It could inspire so many little kids. There's so many little kids in the audience right now that's going to watch this show, and hopefully it gets them off the streets and gets them into wrestling. Growing up, for me, I didn't know we could be wrestlers. So it's like we get to teach the youth and teach kids that you can do this. You can be a superhero.
As a Bronx native, we asked pro wrestler Big Game Leroy how he feels to compete at home.
That's awesome. It's really, really cool to have a lot of wrestling back here. I know in the pre-pandemic there was a few companies, but it was really hit or miss. They'd run once every 5 months or once every other month in a small, tiny packed gym. And now to have shows like this with talent all over the place, it's really, really cool.
If you're interested in attending an Invictus wrestling event, you can visit their social media website at Instagram or Facebook. Reporting for BronxNet, Shanel Thompson.